Hi, my name is Lynn English, and I'm the SVP of Risk Management for Lafayette Federal Credit Union. This afternoon, I just kind of wanted to talk to you about ways to stay safe during the upcoming holiday season. This is the time of year where people get a little more desperate. They want to be able to provide, but may not have the resources, and they will turn to less than honorable means of obtaining funds. Unfortunately, those funds may be yours, and we don't want that to happen to you. So some of the ways that this could happen would be through your online activities. So when you're shopping online, please make sure that you are only going to sites that are reputable. Make sure that you're checking the URLs that you are using, that they are the ones that are known and published, and never click on a link that someone else sent you to go to buy a product or a service, because they may not actually be true. So go with what I say, go with what you know to be real and to be true. But also within those websites, make sure that your payment methods are the actual payment methods they're pretending to be. I'll give you the example of a purchase I went to make. I work here and it happened to me. I went to make a purchase and I like to use one of the electronic services like PayPal to cover my transaction because they have a guarantee. I went to use PayPal and the link wasn't working. That should have been my first clue, but I really wanted it and I wasn't thinking that way. They wanted my debit card instead. It was a spoof. So by entering my debit card, not even 15 minutes later, I got a call that my card had been used for an unauthorized purchase. So make sure that if it says you can use PayPal or one of the other types of services, if you go to use it and it denies you, leave that site, because it may have been stood up to look like a site you thought you were supposed to be using and it turned out to be a fake. So just be very, very careful about where you go to do your online shopping. Okay. So another way that you could be vulnerable this year is out in public. We all carry around not one, but probably three or four different types of plastic in our wallets and in our purses or even in our pockets that have a magnetic stripe on the back. So say your debit card or your credit card, even some ID cards have a magnetic stripe on the back, and they are vulnerable to what's called skimming, which is where someone will walk past you and they have a little electronic device on them that will literally collect that information from the magnetic stripe on the back of your card. Well, I recommend that you use what's called an RFID sleeve. It looks like this. We happen to have a Lafayette version of this. What it does is it creates a shield around your plastic that disrupts the signal. And that way your card data cannot be stolen through a skim. It's very low tech. Keep the card in the sleeve, keep the card where it cannot be taken off your person easily as well. And you should be able to protect your plastic this holiday season when you're out and about going to the mall or strolling a fair or a holiday show with your family and friends. Other things to think about during the holiday season that I don't think everybody considers is your holiday travel plans. Do not advertise that your home will be vacant during the holidays. Share your pictures after you return from your adventures. We all like seeing the pictures online of our family and friends having a good time. But if you're live streaming from a remote place, you're telling thieves that your home is empty. And they may attempt to break in because they're looking for what they call an easy score. If they know that nobody's at your house is the easy score. So make sure that you do not advertise your travel plans. Tell your family and friends not to advertise your travel plans. And make sure that you stay safe this holiday season when you're just out trying to enjoy your adventures. Another thing that we always like to tell people about is the telephone. Your cell phone, your landline, there are people that still have them. You do not have to answer the phone every time it rings. And the reason you shouldn't even answer that phone just because it rings nowadays is because on the other end of the line may be someone who is trying to now engage you in a scam. It may be that they're going to pretend it was a wrong number, but you sound so nice when you answer the phone. Can I talk to you for a little bit? I was trying to reach so and so, but you know what? You just seem so nice, and I just really need someone to talk to. Well, now you have begun to be drawn into either a friend scam or a romance scam, because that person will pump you for information, learn a little bit about you, and then reflect that information back to you as if you have something in common. You don't. It is their job to find someone who is vulnerable and exploit them. They'll be your friend for a period of time, and then suddenly they'll have an emergency. Or something will have happened by which they need funds and they don't have the means to get it, and they'll start asking you for money. Because you've now made a connection with this person, you'll want to help them. And before you know it, you'll have given away more money than you can afford to give to a stranger. But it'll be too late then. One of the other ways they can engage you by phone is if they send you a text message that says something is wrong. Maybe it's from Apple or it's from Microsoft. None of us are special enough that Microsoft or Apple knows our name and contact information and would tell us anything about our devices. It does not happen. Stop reacting to it. It's a scam. No one there knows who you are. And they certainly don't know that there's something wrong with your phone or your laptop or your desktop computer. What it is a way to either apply malware to your device so that they can then track your movements and learn about all of your secured relationships so that they can get your credentials. It's called credential harvesting. They want to get your banking information or your credit card company's information. They may even be looking for work credentials. And they're going to use that information to enter spaces they're not authorized to be in. It can result in financial loss. They can convince you that because of whatever they found, suddenly you need to pay for a repair. Well, that repair can't be done by the person you're engaging with. And that's not how it happens either. So you do not give them access to anything. Don't give them your personal information. Do not give them your account information. And for goodness sakes, please do not give them access to your device. Do not allow them to remote into your device, because that's just a means to gather all the data they can on you and then pretend to be you. So please don't do that. The other thing is that they will try to impersonate things that we're all familiar with. They'll say they're from the IRS. They'll say they're from the police department and you're in trouble for breaking the law somewhere. They'll say that they have evidence that you've been visiting less than savory websites and that they're going to expose all your activity to your friends and family to show what a terrible person you are if you don't give them this money. It's a lie. Don't fall for it. One of the other ones is the fact that they will impersonate us. They will say that they're from Lafayette Federal Credit Union. We will never, ever, ever, did I say ever? Ever ask you for your username or your passcodes, your PIN codes, none of those things. No reputable financial institution will ask you for those things. We simply don't do it. We already know we have a relationship with you. Why would we need to ask you for those things? And if we're calling you, we're calling to tell you about something, not get something from you. So make sure that you're really thinking it through before you react to that. One tip that we like to give to our friends and family is just because the phone rings, you do not have to answer it. Let it go to voicemail. One of the things that these scammers are trained to do, and by the way, they are trained, it is the new organized crime. They study the rules that we have to follow so they can figure out how to circumvent them. They study human nature so they can figure out how to get you to cooperate with them. But if they can never speak with you, they have no opportunity to work on you, to get you to cooperate with them. They have no means of intimidating you into cooperating with them. Let it go to voicemail. A lot of the messages that they will give to you have a sense of urgency. You have to react now. You have to do it now. You only have 48 hours to respond. It's a trap. It's designed to make you panic. And once that panic response starts, your clear logical thought process goes out the window along with it. Let it go to voicemail. Screen your calls. If it's important, they're going to leave you a message. And then if you have to call back, if you feel that you should, you go to the number that you know belongs to that entity and not the number that has been provided by the caller. That's my top 5 for staying safe this holiday season and actually all year long. Should your account become compromised, we're here for you. You can call our main number and ask for someone in the fraud department, and we're here. You can also send an email to fraud@lfcu.org to let us know that you're in trouble, and we'll reach out to you. My best advice to you this holiday season is keep your eyes open, stay safe, and we'll see you, hopefully under better circumstances. Maybe we'll pass by you in the branch and we get to say hello. But happy holidays.